Hello, welcome to another episode of Same Cast Different Day podcast. I'm your host, MARTEL, ROWLAND. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode number 45. I can't believe we done made it to 45 episodes already. Next month in March will be the 1 year anniversary of the podcast, and like I said before, we have a new logo that'll be coming out soon, and we have new theme music for the podcast that's exclusive to the podcast that is owned by the podcast. So I'm pretty excited about that. Tina Marie, we're gonna be making her appearance back on the podcast, and a special shout out. Her birthday actually was the 4th, if I got that right. Hopefully, I got that right. So happy birthday to Tina Marie, whose birthday is the 4th. Don't ask me how old she is, because I do not keep track of people's age. I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't know. Half the time I keep track of my own age. It was also a good friend, Charlotte's birthday, so happy birthday to Charlotte also. Charlotte made Matilda went to Maybelline Blanche Brown. So, so the people on the Facebook Live already know what I'm going to be talking about. So one of the things that I was going to be talking about is my brother, Marcus, a.k.a. if he watches on karaoke, Manorexic James. uh, our karaoke be hilarious. Like, we know we be sounding a mess, but we don't be caring. It be fun. Marcus sound way more worse than I do. I don't know what he be sounding like, a cat being raped or something. I don't know what his issue is. He just it's horrible. So if we ever on Facebook Live, make sure, and we're doing karaoke, make sure that you tune in and watch, because it's a scene. It's a scene. It's a sight. But anyways, he had ordered some stuff from Amazon, and in the process, and so anyway, it came about 8:39 something at night. So I had got the notification that it got dropped off. So I told him, like, hey, the Amazon package is here, and they took a picture of it. It looked like they left it on a snowbank or something like that. Like, did you even bother to walk up to the house? It don't look like they walked up to the house to even try to deliver the package, because if they'd have walked up to the house, it's a sign that's in the front thing that says, to put the packages on the inside of the porch, because it's an indoor porch. So it's unlocked. It's always unlocked. Put the package on the inside of the indoor porch. And we walk onto the indoor porch. There's a table that sits right there, so that you could just put the packages right there on the table and just walk off. But instead, this Amazon carrier delivery person, this was actually, because when I called Amazon, it was an actual one of the Amazon vans that be driving around dropping off packages. So when I had called and told them, like, are you sure somebody else didn't get it? I'm pretty sure they would have asked if one of the neighbors had got it or something like that. And I'm like, well, it was only about a 10-minute window in between the time that somebody went out there to go look for the package, and when we went out there, it wasn't out there. So I'm just like, how lazy are you to should just throw somebody's package on the curb and just leave it, or in a snowbank? Like, you couldn't even tell where they left it at. It was just like an Amazon box sitting on a pile of snow. Like, who does that? Like, you that angry that it's 9 o'clock and you still working? Like, I don't know what is going on with these Amazon drivers. And what I had wanted to talk about too also is, can y'all please, I'm still hearing so many people talking about how they are not going to get the vaccine for the coronavirus. Just get the vaccine. A lot of people are complaining about how they want things to go back to normal and how they sick of wearing a mask. Well, go get the vaccine, shut up, and then wear your mask until this is over. I mean, this is not going to end until people get vaccinated. I am all scheduled to get my vaccine, my 2 doses. It's already scheduled for me to get mine. And like I said, I'm going to get mine. And a lot of people say, well, some people die from it. Like, you don't know 100% that these people died from the vaccine. And then on top of that, the people who have reportedly died after getting the vaccine are people who tested positive. Are people who tested positive for. Well, my thing is acting up. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to do it like this. So these are the whoopsies that happen. So the people that have passed away are the people who already tested positive for the virus. And like I said, for some people, you don't know how the virus will react in your body. There are people who had the virus and did not even know it and went all this time and never had any symptoms. It really didn't affect their body. So it really depends on their body. So if they had the virus already, and if they one of those people where, hey, it really affects their body, like, you gotta think, like, the virus really attacks your lungs and all that kind of stuff. So things happen, and just because you went and got the shot, after testing positive for the coronavirus, doesn't mean that it's going to go away right away. Like, the whole point of the oh, hey, Charlotte, I was just talking about you. The whole point, and I called your cheap phone and it kept going to voicemail. The whole point of the shot is that it's almost like getting the flu shot. How they put a dead version of the flu virus and or the flu bug in our bodies, and our bodies learn to, hey, this isn't supposed to be here. This is we're going to attack it and kill it. And that's what this shot does. They literally put it into your body, so your body to know how to fight off and attack and kill this virus. Now, this vaccine is probably going to be something that's going to have to be done every year, just like the flu shot. So just get used to it. Go out and get the vaccine. Do what's necessary. Now, I did hear some reports that, there were no testing of the vaccine on animals. And there was no testing of, like, on children, like, to see how it affects children. So if you're under the age of 16, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot get the vaccine if you're under the age of 16, because they do not know yet how it affects children. So if you are breastfeeding, and this is from Tina Marie, if you are breastfeeding, you cannot get the vaccine because, they don't know how it would affect the young babies also. So, with that being said, if you are 16 and older, go get your vaccine. You will be fine. Now, if you are allergic to certain items, you need to let them know. Do not go and get the vaccine and do not tell them what you're allergic to. Because if you are allergic to something that is in the vaccine, more than likely you're going to have an allergic reaction that can possibly kill you. So that's why you need to know what you are allergic to and what you are not allergic to before going to go get the vaccine. So please just go get the vaccine and shut the hell up about not getting the vaccine. Moving along. Ooh, my mouth is so dry. So my birthday is coming up and I have no idea what to do. And I just keep hoping that after this snowstorm this week, because I think we're supposed to be getting another one Thursday, that it does not snow at least the rest of this month, or at least we don't get as much snow at one time. Like, I can handle snow, but when we got the amount of snow that we have gotten in the last few days or so, it's like, okay. Oh no, I thank God that I got all-wheel drive, because I don't have them driving issues that some people have, because I was even seeing SUVs like stuck and can't even get through intersections and stuff like that, and they just looking at my little small Nissan Altima just plowing through it. So yeah, your snow doesn't bother me. I just don't want this same amount of snow. But yeah, I have no idea what to do for my birthday at all. I was just thinking about going out for a nice dinner, but I don't know. I need to call Charlotte May also, because I don't know what was wrong with her cheap phone. Like I said earlier, I tried to call her cheap phone and it kept going to voicemail. Speaking of T-Mobile, I feel like if you were a former Sprint customer and you got caught up in the whole T-Mobile merge, I just feel like T-Mobile really screwed all the Sprint customers, because not only do we got to pay more money, like I had to pay like $400 to upgrade my phone, where compared to when I was under Sprint, I only paid like $100 to $50 to $100. It already pissed me off. And then on top of that, y'all made me switch over to T-Mobile. Now, y'all, I have a 5G phone, and yet none of my 5G features work. And then sometimes I can't send out text messages. I have to restart my phone sometimes to make phone calls. It's like, ever since this whole T-Mobile switch over, it's just like the service has just been horrible. And for my bill to be, I think it's like $300 and something a month, and this is the kind of service that I get, like, really? And then, so then when I called T-Mobile and fussed at them, Only thing they had to tell me was what that they're building towers. They're still building towers for the network to work like it's supposed to work. I said, so why are y'all charging us for all these features to something that don't work? Oh, now mother wants to wake up. Mother, you are late. We already talked about you. Um, yeah, but all these the features still don't work. The service still don't work. I tried to send out a text message earlier, and it kept on saying, could not saying, T-Mobile, you need to fix your network and stop charging people, $300 and some dollars for a monthly phone bill. And then on top of that, the high down payments that y'all require to upgrade your phone. And then if you have other people in your line and their phone not paid off, you can't even upgrade your phone. So you stuck with a phone that possibly don't even work, which I think is completely bullcrap. But anyways, that was my rant for this week, for this week's episode of the podcast. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of Same Cast Different Day podcast. You can follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. On Facebook, it's just simply Same Cast Different Day podcast. You can find a podcast on Twitter and Instagram at SCDD Podcast. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. So Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. I'm on TikTok now. All at MARTEL ROWLAND. So thank y'all for tuning into this episode of the podcast, and I'll see y'all next week.